I just got this feeling from y'all that y'all want us to be checking for this busy chick. And the fact that we not, y'all feeling some kind of way about that. Someone address that, please.
I am saying on my end that
because you the busy chick.
I am a busy chick. However, I think that regardless if a woman is busy or not, we would like to be approached. Some men are going to approach us because they're confident, like you guys are saying, you're not intimidated. But unfortunately, there's still a large vast of men that will not approach us. And we have gone out, I'll just say, well, you know, me and Kharisma, we've gone out on many occasions looking good, smelling good, and guys will look at us and keep it going. So we don't know if they're gay or mad at the world or
maybe they just don't like you.
Well, and that's true. We accept that. Maybe we're not their profile.
I mean, but see,
maybe
I think a lot of times people walk around thinking, and I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying a lot of times ladies think because you looking your best that fellas automatically are going to holler at you, and maybe they just like, nah.
I know that we're attractive enough to at least have one or two guys.
For the record, I mean, I'm sitting here across the table at y'all, and I will tell the listeners that Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J on Legacy Internet Radio and MixLR that the two of you are very attractive women. So I'm not saying that you're not. I'm not. But what I'm saying is maybe for whatever reason, dude that's there, it's like, nah, I'm going to move on. And that's okay.
But what's wrong with a compliment? What's wrong that I have given
but y'all killing me with that, man.
What's wrong with a compliment? I have given each and every one of y'all in here a compliment.
And I compliment y'all too. That's how we roll because we crew. But you can't be out in the street expecting some dude that don't know you to be like, damn, girl, you look good.
I like your bow tie. Oh, I like your bow tie. But people, and stuff like that.
Yeah, but okay, you do that. But you can't expect other people to be that way. I mean, you can't expect because your car broke down that every single person that drives past you is going to pull over. You might get one or two, but because the ones that didn't pull over, you can't get mad at them because they not pulling over. I mean, that's crazy to me to expect that. People ain't gonna give you a compliment. That's just how they roll. I'm getting waved on by the crew to move on to the next segment. Big Rube will get the very last word on this. Ain't No Half Steppin' Marcus J. The time is 9:10. We're gonna do one more because LegacyInternetRadio.com is independent. It's our time, y'all. Yes, so we do whatever we want to do. We go as long as we want. So if we end up going on beyond the normal time, which we obviously have, then so be it. Be mad. Keep listening. Hopefully next week we'll go even longer than what we going tonight. Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J. Big Rube, take the last word on this segment before the Dating Pool Diva gives us our last question of the night.
The last word. You should, when you go out, anybody, male, female, dog, when you go out expecting nothing. Now, when you expect nothing, you get something, that's a plus. But if you are expecting something and get nothing, you get upset. It's all about self-esteem with this guy. This guy has self-esteem. Vibes, I work on vibes. Whether you look like you're a businesswoman or you look like you just chilling, whatever vibe I get from you is what I go with. A lot of guys, I can't say a lot. Some guys are like that. If you're putting out bad vibes, I'm going nowhere near you. Now, Grizzy's different, but Big Rube ain't. If you got a negative vibe, Big Rube ain't got time with you. You know, and that's I think the situation is people expect stuff, and when they don't get it, they get upset.
Yep.
The thing about it is, when you walk out your house, you should walk into your house expecting nothing. So when you do get something, it's more pleasurable.
It is what it is. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. Two real quick comments from the MixLR family, and then the Dating Pool Diva will give us our last question of the night. Katrina is saying, why do you need validation from some random guy? I agree with her. She says it doesn't matter. Steven is saying, fussy if you do, but women don't need a guy to validate them. If he walks by, it's not because he's intimidated. He just may want something else. He also saying, but a lot of women out there are not like the two in the studio. if you pay them a compliment, they get fussy. So those are their comments. We'll move on from this particular question, and we'll do the last one of the night. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J live from the Dan Legacy InternetRadio.com. Call us up 804-402-2893. Hang in there with us. We're gonna probably go to about 9:30, 9:45 tonight. Somewhere in that range. We still got our rants and we still got our closings to do. And of course, you don't want to miss that because Jay Grizzy Green is in the room, and so is his co-host, which we'll hear from them on their show that will be debuting on April 3rd, Wednesday at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The Green Room 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and comedian Lissa P. So we're going to hear from them before the end of the show. All right, what we got? Dating Pool Diva, what's the next question, the last question of the night?
This is a very long scenario question again, so listen up, pay attention.
Here we go.
Okay? You've been eyeing a beautiful woman or handsome man at your workplace or gym for a while. He or she seems to have their head together and carries themselves well. But there's one thing that's out of place. Maybe she has a bad weave, or he has a chronic skin problem. Maybe she has a lisp, or he stutters when he is nervous. Maybe she has too much makeup on, or he has beat up shoes. Listen to the choices here. A, do you pursue him or her and try to fix what's wrong? B, do you pursue them and accept the flaw? C, do you just let them go and seek someone else instead? Or do you do D, none of the above?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm going, Grizz is going with,
do we have to pick one?
she's got a D or none of the
She did have
above.
at least C, so I'm going to roll with this one.
Whatever.
Do you pursue them and accept their flaw? Yes, I'm going with B because everybody could either do an upgrade or a correction. You know I have been upgraded sometimes. I can't shop work for darn. I still wear clothes from like the 12th grade, so I need a woman to go out with me.
Oh, you killing me, man.
You know, I'm sorry. I need a woman to go with me shopping.
Yeah, you killing me.
To tell me what looks good on me. So when I go buy clothes, you know, when I go buy clothes, I take my wife or I take a girlfriend of mine and say, hey, does this look good on me?
Give me A, B, C, and D one more time.
All right, A, do you pursue him or her and try to fix what's wrong? I never believe in fixing somebody. B, do you pursue them and accept the flaw? Or C, or do you just let them go and seek someone else instead? Or D, none of the above?
We got Steven that says B. We got Sid of Live Action Captions. You should check him out, by the way. He's the one that does all our T-shirts. What up, Sid? He says C, which basically is move on. I gotta agree.
You have to be perfect. Is that what you guys are saying?
I mean, but you talking about the Dutta man from like New Jack City or something, man. I mean, if you're in a position to just it's not really a fair question because if you are someone who has a choice. Like a lisp. If you are someone, listen. If you're someone that has a choice, then why would you choose somebody that has something going on that you ain't got no time to be dealing with? That's not a fair question. That's crazy.
I would pick D.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, really, come on, man.
So what would be your other choice then?
My other, well, first of all, you just pretty much told me I've just been checking them out. It's not like I've been pursuing them or really making a move or winking at them. Maybe winking at them, but I think just none of the above, and just continue to get to know that person. But to make it a serious relationship, no. If they're having some flaws that I know I can't work with, so.
What would you choose, Ray?
I would probably, I'm going to be honest. I would probably do A. Yeah, I probably try to do A, even though that's not the right thing. B is probably the more acceptable choice.
That's an insult.
You know, I probably would try to fix him up.
She's a fixer. She likes to help people. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. She likes to help people. She likes to help people. That's a good trait. That's a good trait. I like.
How you gonna fix
it?
Come on, man, for real, yo.
Oh
for
yeah,
real,
we got
seriously.
Jerry Curl credit.
I mean, y'all. If y'all clowning, then cool. Just tell me y'all clowning. But if y'all gonna be real with this question, then we gonna keep it real.
I said D.
What was D again?
It's too much work.
Yeah, man. Anybody got time for that?
But I can see you.
But you like everything else about them.
Yeah, but that's a big I don't like. That's a very big I don't like.
Right.
Like really, you stutter? I mean, for real? Like you supposed to,
That's the guy.
I mean, you can't say I love you. You got. I mean, no disrespect to people that list, but I'm not trying to holler at somebody that does.
If she's always Saldana,
If I have a choice,
if she's always Saldana with a stutter, what you gonna do?
if I had to pause for a second. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, again, I don't know that someone that has that kind of impediment, whether it be a stutter or whatever it is, you know, how long is it going to take for me to get into this person? Now, if I get into this person has the issue as we've come along, then that's different. Then you got a choice to make. Are you going to diss the person that you've been kicking it with or not? But if you have a choice at the very beginning and it's something that will take a whole lot more extra time and care to deal with, then me personally, I just ain't got time. I ain't got time for that.
Is that what you're trying to say? Is it?
I mean,
are we sounding shallow? Because you're giving us a.
I'm okay with being shallow, though. I mean, I am. I'm absolutely okay with being shallow. If you're talking about me,
Are we being shallow?
I'm getting a hit from MixLR. Tony again is saying, being honest depends on the flaw. Turnover shoes and wrong teeth, insurmountable. If you don't care, snug to fix things, you can pass. That should
Some
pass.
things can be changed, and if they're willing to change, then let them change for you if that's what they want to do. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
No. You said, do you pursue him or her and try to fix what is wrong?
Well, that's my choice, but you had 3 other choices to pick. You know what I'm saying? So y'all might pick something which you picked to just move on.
Well, if I sound shallow, I'm sorry.
I'm all right with being shallow on this one. Because a lot of times people have issues with, you know, having a negative connotation attached to them. This ain't one I got a problem with. I don't want to be with nobody with that stutters. I can't have a conversation with them. You know, like when you first happened upon them, like, girl, you look good, what's up? I appreciate.
What about the bad weave girl?
Yeah, that's a no for me. I can't fool with that. Nah. I mean, if I could see, like, you know, your track all the way back, like you got the George Jefferson hairline and the track starts back here, like, man.
She's going natural. She's in transition.
Then she should have a weave.
Yo, sometimes people wear weaves to transition.
All right, let me put it to you like this. I would much prefer, and this is my personal opinion, I would much prefer to see you with what they call nappy hair, which I hate that word because it has a negative connotation, but I'll use it for the point of making the point that everybody understands what I mean. I would much prefer you have that than to have, you know, some Korean chick's hair that got chopped off at a movie theater and she ain't know.
I agree. I don't do too many weaves.
Yeah,
you can be really fine.
No, I can't do that.
Professional.
She's flammable.
Yeah. Yeah, real quick weave story. You know, reaching in the back of your head and feeling them tracks, it's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling, man. And you don't want to experience it because you're like, what else is fake? Or, you know,
it's like what's the movie with Keenan and Ivory? I'm gonna get you sucker.
Yeah, it's just like spooky to me. Like, you know, you're so not even vain about yourself, but you know, if you really know me, I don't care about how great your hair looks. So you can rock with what you got. Don't put no tracks in your head because I want to be able to grab that junk when Grizzly get to go ahead, take it away.
Well,
Kharisma.
as a natural woman, a lot of natural women start off with braids, which are not our real hair, by the way, guys. A lot of times they're just braids,
transition braids. But you know what, though?
They help our hair grow out until we feel comfortable doing a big chop.
At the risk of being hypocritical, because I know this is going to come off as hypocritical, and I don't even care that it does. I would much prefer the braids. I don't like tracks and glue and sewn in and all that stuff. If you get like braids braided in, for me, that's just different to me. If you glue in or braid, glue in or sew it in, you know, just so that you can have long flowing locks at your, you know, at your shoulders and it's straight. That to me, I'm not attracted to that. I don't like that.
There's gonna be a lot of disappointed men because there's a lot of women. I mean, you have to think about what we look at on television or what you listen to on the radio. You know, Beyonce's and even Megan Good.
But that's fine. But you know what though? I'm not interested in apologizing for what I like.
No, you don't have to, but I'm just saying a lot of men kind of go for those type of looks.
That's fine for them.
And they think, oh, she looks like that, and no, that's just 10 pounds of makeup and 3 hours of a sewing
Yeah, ain't
weave.
nobody got time for that.
If they get it wet,
Bring
it's
me
gonna be
India
trouble.
Ari, and I'm good. Somebody who's natural. I just don't like all that production. Like I'm coming to take you out on a date, and I gotta sit in your living room for an hour after I got there while you continue to put on the
So
mask.
you didn't like the fake contacts when they first came out?
Hell no.
You had the lavender
That to me,
blue. That was hot.
That's even
That was
worse.
hot,
To me,
though.
that's even worse.
Okay, let me ask you this. What about the chronic skin condition? What if she has bad skin?
I would much prefer bad skin to fake hair.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know why?
Ruth
Because
does
it's
not
hers.
agree.
Right.
It's her bad skin. It ain't some Korean chick's bad skin.
Can she wear makeup to cover over
I mean,
the...
if she chooses to. I mean, I'm not one that's gonna sit here and regulate what she does.
Right.
You know, I'ma like what I'm gonna like. If I'm into her, then I'll deal with it. But I mean, again, this whole conversation is prefaced upon the fact that what you like, what you're into. I'm not into fake hair. I'm not into anything that didn't grow out of your scalp, that's not yours, that you had the cake on makeup. I ain't into all that. That's just not what I'm attracted to. You got bad skin and you self-conscious about it and you want to put some makeup on, knock yourself out.
Okay.
I don't care one way or the other.
So
on that.
some things you could work with, right? You
I
might
would
pick B on her,
I
right?
would much rather deal with someone that has bad acne that's obvious, that freaks her out, that she need that Propecia stuff. Is it Propecia? What's the stuff?
Proactive.
Proactive, yeah. I would much rather Propecia, just stuff you can't touch, the ladies, whatever it was. But I would much rather deal with that lady than the lady with the Beyonce hair. That's just me.
So I guess it all depends on what the flaw is, right?
I suppose. Big Rube is
Big
making
Rube
the
is
face
using
at
all
me.
these faces.
Yeah, he's making the face.
You got something to say, I can tell.
You
First of all, to answer your question, I'm strong in the D range. Simply because I'm not 100% built on physical likes. I'm sorry, people out there, you about to get a hole full of what Big Rube hates. I hate braids. I hate tracks. I hate fake nails. I can kind of deal with, but I'm very particular with fingernails. Don't paint your nails and not like keep them up. If you paint them red, I don't need to see chips. That bothers me. I'd rather you just be plain. Me, I am a plain Jane type of dude. That's what I like. I like for her to have, intelligence. I like for her to have charisma. No offense.
No, that's not offense.
Whatever.
That's a compliment.
That's right, exactly. I like for her to be her. If they have speech impediment, whatever. The facial, the skin stuff, whatever. I mean, my thing is, the physical makes me look, but the vibe makes me go forward.
Right.
Excuse me. The physical makes me look, the vibe makes me go forward. I'm not going to sit there and waste time on a chick that I know I want nothing to do with. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I'm just like, if I look at you, your vibe's all messed up, keep it moving. I'm picky as you can get. I'm probably the pickiest dude you ever going to meet.
No matter how fine she is.
No matter how fine she is.
She just got a bad vibe.
If her vibe is messed up, I don't care if she is making good. If her vibe is messed up, I don't got time for that.
I'm gonna sacrifice.
And that's you.
I'm gonna sacrifice that night with Megan Good
That's
for
why
her
I'm still
attitude.
single.
Marcus J, back to you, brother.
I can dig it, man. Ain't no ass step with Marcus J. We appreciate everybody that's hung in there with us. We went way over tonight, but you know what? We're independent, y'all. Wholly owned and run by the crew of Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. So we can go as late as we want, but we're going to end it there, that segment. And then when we come back from this next break, we're going to get into our rants and our closes. We're going to have a word from Jay Grizzy and Lissa P. We appreciate everybody that hung in there with us through this late hour. We're going to be back in just a few minutes. Ain't No Half Steppin' Marcus J. Live from the den. LegacyInternetRadio.com and MixLR. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay here with us. You ain't gonna want to miss these rants. So thinking about the hair again. Stay with us.